Hey everyone, it's time for some more Monster Hunter, and today we're going to be playing some Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. We'll be doing the 2-star quest, Conga Bonga. Now, I do have an interesting history when it comes to dealing with Congas in Monster Hunter. Initially, my mortal enemies were Bullfango and Vespoid, the same as any other, until I played Monster Hunter Dose, and the Congas in those games are extremely tanky. I have a lot of health. It's really difficult to flinch them, and they're extremely hyper aggressive. So they'll attack you in quick succession, and they'll chip off a lot of health really quickly if you can or won't deal with them quickly. So me being new to Monster Hunter Duel, since I'm in a really early save file, they are basically my mortal enemy in the entire series. That said, that's pretty much the only game where I have problems in them. Conga Bonga, we're just going to be hunting like, I can't remember if it's like 5 or 10 or 15 Congas. We'll see in just a moment, but yeah, hopefully it shouldn't be too painful. That's it. Without any further ado, let's get right into it. So Monster Hunter 4U, and I guess Monster Hunter 4 as well, has been a little weird for me. It took me a while to get used to this, but I believe this lady, she does the high rank stuff, this lady is the arena lady, and this lady does the low rank stuff. So you actually have to talk to the lady in the middle instead of like, you know, Freedom Unite, or I can't remember if they're in Monster Hunter Freedom. Probably not, but the lady in like Freedom Unites, you have to go all the way to the left. This lady, it's the one in the middle. But like I said, 2-star quest, I believe it is Conga Bonga we were going to do today. I actually can't remember where exactly it is, but I am going to have to take a look. Here we go. Looks like it was at the bottom of the first page. Looks like it's only 6 Congas we got to slay today, and this should be in, I can't remember exactly what it is. It's like that foresty area, not quite a foresty area. I think it starts out kind of like mountains and peaks and then goes into the forest area, but it's from a Refined Hunter. It says, what an awful ape. It blasted its gas right in my face. My throat's so itchy I can't even choke down a potion for relief. Go teach those brutes a lesson, but don't forget the deodorant. So deodorant is exclusively used for removing stench. Now, initially only Congas were the ones that actually gave you the stench effect, until I believe 3rd generation. So I believe Congalog came in 2nd gen, and then in 3rd gen, Volvodon came around. He started giving me the stink stench. And I believe also, no, I don't think it was Uragon. It was like a special variant of Uragon. It might have been Crystal Beard Uragon. I think it was the Deviant. No, it was Steel Uragon. I remember now. It was a subspecies of Uragon. Basically, the way he worked is he ate a lot of sulfur, and so whenever he does his gas attack, it does the stench effect, because obviously it's a lot of sulfur, and it's going to stink real bad because of that. That said, I actually forgot this map was just like a sort of flooded forest area. I don't think it's like quote-unquote the flooded forest, but I think it's meant to be like a similar sort of area. More of a swamplands than a forest, but over here, I remember in Area 4, that's where most of the Congas tend to be. It's also a really pretty area. So it turns out I was actually incorrect. I might have been thinking of this area over here, unless the map's actually changed. But when I was saying about the pretty areas, obviously you see those flowers on the ground. Yeah, this is the area I was talking about. This is where I'm used to the Congas being, but I've only been on this map a couple of times, honestly. So I'm not 100% sure where we should be going. I do know, I see a little shortcut here, so I'm going to take advantage of that. But knowing Monster Hunter, they're probably going to be spread around the map here and there. Oh, this is actually the Feline Village. I've never seen this before. It's really pretty, but it gives Smurfs vibes. Makes me think these are little, like, cat Smurfs, which I guess is pretty accurate to what they are, just little mini cat people. Oh, and it looks like the Elder Wyverian is here as well, but I don't think I have anything I can trade to him right now. Also, I know I have been lax on making videos. Hopefully, I can try to get back on track. I have been getting my streams back on track. For those of you who don't know or who aren't sticking around for the streams, I've been stuck on Monster Hunter 1. Oh, there's the Congas. I've been stuck on Monster Hunter 1 for like a year, I think, at this point. And a lot of it has really been just the major grind in order to get to the 6-star quest so I can finally finish up the multiplayer. And I finally did that last night. So Monster Hunter 1 should be gone within a few weeks, and after that, I do plan on playing Dragon's Dogma 2. Now, initially, I was going to try to take the games in chronological order, but, oh, he's going to knock me over. That's not very nice of you. But most likely what I'm going to do, I actually want to focus on growth for the channel first. And not by doing anything, you know, sketchy or doing a lot of, like, you know, clickbait that doesn't accurately portray what the videos are or anything to artificially do stuff. What I'm thinking about doing is I'm probably going to be playing, instead of Monster Hunter G, I might switch over to Monster Hunter Freedom Unite and Monster Hunter Frontier and alternate between the two games, because they objectively are the most popular Monster Hunter games outside of New Gen right now. So I'll probably do like a week of streaming and then making a video for one, and then a week of streaming and making a video for the other. That way, that'll bring in more people, and, like I said, just focus on bringing in all the people who are really interested in Monster Hunter, and then for the people who want to stick around to just hang out with the community and who might be here for my commentary or my information, obviously me knowing a lot about Monster Hunter and the lore and everything else, and they can just stick around for Dose, G, Freedom, Freedom 2, Portable Third. I should probably do Portable Third as well. But yeah, like I was saying before, knowing the congas, knowing Monster Hunter, the congas are probably going to be spread around the map in different areas. I know we saw 2 over there.
Editor's note. There were, in fact, not over there.
Alright, I came back here. It looks like there were conga respawning. Weird. But yeah, like I said, in this game, it's pretty easy to make them stagger. I mean, also, you have the cat to help you out, unlike in Dose, but even with another person, it's really hard to beat these guys up. And they obviously don't have a lot of health. Like, fighting that guy right there, it took me like 30 seconds to beat him, if that, maybe like 15 seconds. And in Dose, I could be spending upwards of a minute, at least, beating up congas before, they die. And by then, they've taken down like a quarter of my health. Yeah, it's just a whole miserable experience and a half. They do not flinch anywhere near this easily. And because of that, in my opinion, the congas in Monster Hunter Dose are objectively the worst, not just small monsters, but just the worst monsters in the entire series to fight. Like, even Dose by itself, when you take, like, Plesioth into account and everything else, I haven't fought Dose's version of Plesioth, but I have fought Plesioth in Monster Hunter 1, and its awful hitboxes. I would honestly rather do a Plesioth hunt than do a conga hunt. And don't get me wrong, it's still kind of miserable, but at least with Plesioth, it's a lot less miserable with other people. Even when I was playing with my community and doing the conga hunts. Oh, and by the way, if you want to join me for the streams and join me on this quest, I play all the Monster Hunter games, and I'll do a random quest for each of them. Check out my Discord, link in the description below. We got an awesome community there. So, yeah, feel free to stick around if you want to just hang out, play Monster Hunter together. Also, for these videos, I will start posting whenever I'm doing random hunts, and I'll try to play at least a few missions with community each day. Probably spend about 30 minutes, maybe an hour at most, playing with community each day after I finish these hunts. On top of doing these hunts to play with community members. Although, it looks like we got Kongawala here. So that's going to make things interesting. I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem, though. I'm probably going to avoid fighting him and just go deal with the congas. Yeah, it looks like you can just leave the area and come back, and then the congas will be here. You know what I'm going to do? I think I will fight the Kongawala, because I think y'all deserve, from me going so long without making a video, I think it's been like a week, and that is bad. So, I need to start being more consistent. Hey, like, comment, subscribe, so the algorithm will pay attention to me, because the algorithm only looks at engagement now, I think. But yeah, so I think I'm going to go ahead and beat up Kongawala for y'all, because, hey, that's the least I can do. Y'all deserve a little more than just like a 5-minute video on beating up some congas. Might as well beat up Kongawala. Of course, Kongawala is pretty unique. He's got that big old mohawk in his head, which is, it's pretty iconic for him. It's what he's most famous for, outside of the fart attack, of course. And the way he works is he has these various breath attacks. So, he eats mushrooms, he grabs them with his tail. You can actually break his tail, I think, to knock the mushroom out. I don't know if you can do it once, or if you can keep repeatedly doing it, or even if you just have to break the tail to knock the mushroom out, or if you can do something else to get it out. Either way, I know that Konga can have the mushroom knocked out of his tail, but his goal is to get somewhere he can eat that mushroom whenever he's ready. And as soon as he eats that mushroom, once he's programmed to, he'll gain an ability, which could be a breath attack, but I think it also gives him a buff as well sometimes. It'll, like, alter how his breath attacks work. At least that's how it is in Wilds. But on top of that, it'll also alter... I think some mushrooms will give him, like, little buffs. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong there. I'm not 100% sure on that one. So here he is eating the mushroom. The main goal, for me at least, would be to try to stun him so he doesn't eat the mushroom. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that. So now I think he's going to have some sort of... Yeah, that's a flame breath attack, I believe. And you ate the mushroom, so you got the fire breath attack, and obviously don't want to hit by that or you will get burnt. Another thing is, since we are fighting on this web, Monster Hunter 4 really emphasized verticality. So because we're fighting on the web, whenever he gets, whenever he falls down, because he's a really big guy, unfortunately he does make you stumble on the web. You can actually block it. I actually just tried that because I didn't know if you could block it, but it looks like you can block the stagger effect, and once you can do that, then you can like get a couple of cheeky hits in, but whenever you don't block it, you will get staggered, and that will give you some time to, give some time for him to recover and get up. You won't be able to take advantage of the downtime. So yeah, like right there, I was able to block it, and just have to be mindful of that. Obviously, while I'm on the ground, that won't be a problem, but because I'm on the spider web, it's considered an unstable surface, and because of that, that's why it allows him to stagger you, so he can actually go through his recovery frames without getting attacked. He also has this ability where he'll puff out his belly. That's actually the hardened part of his body, kind of like the shell of a Sienitar or something like that. Oh, I actually forgot to attack him. But yeah, he can puff out his belly. It's a hardened part, so you can't really go through it. And even if you can go through it, you don't really want to, because if you do go through the attack, what can happen is Congalala will, once you bounce back, he'll hit you with like a belly slam, and that'll do a pretty significant amount of damage. Also, it looks like my weapon isn't doing too great on sharpness, so I'm just going to go ahead and... Oh, looks like Congalala is here, but that doesn't really matter because these guys have such low health that it is pointless for me to fight Congalala because, I mean, these guys aren't really going to last too long. I guess I can go ahead and try beating them up, but... Oh, actually, what's here? I'm not really sure what this is. Maybe a beast here? Oh, no, Congalala, please. Yeah, I don't know what the shiny is, but I'm going to try to get... Oh, God, if I can stop getting my butt whooped. I'm going to try to get it, but I do need to use a Mega Potion here because I am getting reckless, or I guess careless. So, yeah, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to see if I can get beside him. Hopefully it's worth it. Oh, Territorial Dung. Ooh. Yeah, alright. But your main goal in this game and for you is to try to get to where you can beat him up at a ledge. If you can get to a ledge, you can kind of spam the mounting attack. Also, I'm not really sure what he's doing when he grabs his bill like that. That's honestly an ability I don't know. But, is he leaving? Oh, it looks like he's actually... Oh, he might be leaving. No, he's not leaving. I think he's... Oh, he's digging for the poison mushrooms. Oh, I need to get out of here. Yeah, I didn't realize this was a poison swamp area, so I am going to see... Alright, good, I have an antidote. I need to get up top. So, once I can get up top... Oh, my goodness. Yeah, he's going to have... Oh, no, he's eating again. Alright, so now he's going to have poison breath attacks, but I do not want to fight him down there, because... It's a little difficult fighting him with all those congas there and also having to juggle the status effects with the other attacks. But eventually he's going to come back up here, if Mauser will come back up here as well. Yeah, there he goes. And there's that conga being irritating as usual. But I don't remember exactly what it is. I think it's just his breath attacks that'll have poison element. I don't think any of his other attacks. But yeah, there's a breath attack, and if you get hit by it, you'll be poisoned. So that's just another thing you have to juggle. I also should use that downtime to sharpen, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can get this Conga to attack, and it looks like... Oh, okay, he was focused on Mausers, but I'm going to use this time to see if I can sharpen, and hopefully I don't get attacked by the Conga. Yeah, there we go. The Conga got me though, but I got the weapon sharpened off. And I'll just make that guy my 6th one. I'll try to avoid attacking him too much. Maybe... I don't know. I probably won't be able to beat Congalala. I'll just have to chase him off again. And then once I do that, I'll just wrap it up with the Conga we got here. Because there's not really any point in trying to beat him whenever Conga's right there. And I'll probably just come back and beat him another time anyway. Yeah, there's that fart attack. That very famous fart attack Congalala is known for. Congas can do it as well. I know some monsters... Oh, okay. So it looks like this is a bit of an unsteady surface. I think it's less so than the webs. Because whenever Congalala is knocked down... or whenever Congalala falls down, you don't stagger, but I don't know, maybe that's just an AoE thing, and even if I was on the normal ground, it would do the same thing. But I can't remember if Congalala has like a stronger version of Stench that lasts longer, but I know some monsters, say ones that poison you, but their subspecies also poisons you, they have like a deadlier version of poison than their, or not the subspecies, the smaller versions. But I know they sometimes have a more deadly, yeah, because even their fart clouds are different colors, so I think Congalala has like a worse version of Stench that the Congas don't have. I'm trying to actually avoid hitting the little dude so I can do some damage to this guy. Oh, looks like I got hit by it. So what you want to do is this deodorant item here, you just kind of throw it at your feet. It's AoE, so you can also help other guys around you if you have a whole team that's Cinch or multiple partners. Yeah, looks like he's leaving. So I'm going to go ahead and beat up this guy and wrap up this class. Honestly, this dude's a bit of a trooper. He has survived a lot longer than I thought he would. Although I don't know if leaving the area actually reset his health, but... Yeah, I believe it was just 6 Congas, and this one's number 6. Oh, but there are some down below. Still, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up because, wow, this guy, this is like, oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, I was gonna say, for Monster Hunter Dos, this is more like how long it would take to beat them. You know, like a good solid minute of just hitting them straight. But my weapon also did lose a level of sharpness, and that's actually a bit of a problem. I might just go ahead and see if I can upgrade or work with some of y'all in the community to try to get the Gormagala sword and shield. That's kind of my end goal. So as soon as I get that, and maybe the Gormagala greatsword, I'll probably just progress after that. Alright, thanks so much, everyone. I'm gonna call right there. Thank everybody so much for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like on it. Comment down below on what your most hated monster in the entire series is. Is it one of the small monsters like Bullfango and Vespoid, or do you have a large monster in particular that you hate fighting? That said, if you want to support the future of the channel, consider subscribing. It's free and it counts as engagement, and it helps my channel get seen by the algorithm, which will help me grow as a creator and make it to where I can actually complete my goal, I guess, follow my dreams of using this to feed myself and my dogs and being able to like go around and entertain people. That's really the main reason why I want to do this. Bring people together around Monster Hunter and fight against loneliness, and I think Monster Hunter really is one of the best series that could do that. That said, if you also want to support the future of the channel, consider checking out my Patreon, linked in the description below, or becoming a YouTube member. You can become a member or for as low as $1 a month. You'll get access to, well, soon, I hope, videos a week early. I swear I'm working on them. I was just working on the grind for Monster Hunter 1. It is done. I'm going to make me a proper video, and then the next video after this next one will be on the 6-star quests, and then on the secret missions after that for the single player. That said, yeah, thank everybody for being here. Consider joining my Discord if you want to hang out with a community of like-minded people who love Monster Hunter, or even if you don't like Monster Hunter. If you just want to find a Discord group where you can hang out with people, chat about whatever you want. If you have an off-topic chat, you can come in, joke around, post some memes, be a little crude. It's just a place where I try to make sure everyone feels welcome. Yeah, thank everybody so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye now.